Let's now show that a function is whether a function is strictly monotonically increasing function or not. So let's take that function, show that fx equals 3x plus 5 over x plus 2, where x is a positive number, that is x greater than equal to 0, is strictly monotonic increasing function. So we start solving this. We take this given function, that means fx equals 3x plus 5 over 3x plus 2, where my x is greater than equal to 0. Now here we assume let x1 and x2 be two values of x and two values of x, such that x1 is like 0 is less than equal to x1 is less than equal to x2. That means x1 is smaller than x2. So let x1 and x2 be two values of x, two values of x, such that 0 less than equal to x1 less than equal to x2. Now we find the function of x1 and x2. So first we see x2. Function of x2 is what? If x2 equals 3x2 plus 5 over x2 plus 2, and if x1 is what? If x1 equals 3x1 plus 5 over x1 plus 2. Therefore if we subtract these two values, that means fx2 minus fx1 is 3x2 plus 5 over x2 plus 2 minus 3x1 plus 5 over x1 plus 2. So this is, if I take x1 plus 2 into x2 plus 2 as LCM, above we have 3x2 plus 5 into x1 plus 2 minus, here we have 3x1 plus 5 into x1 plus 2. We multiply these terms here. This is 3x1 x2 plus 5x1 plus 5 2s are 10 minus 3x1 into x1 is minus 3x1. Check here, this must be 3x1. Yeah, this must be x2 plus 2, right? So this is 3x1 x2 minus 5x2 plus minus minus 5 2s are 10. And this is plus into minus minus 10. And below we keep these two terms therefore now x1 plus 2 into x2 plus 2. Here 3x minus 3x1 x2 plus 3x1 x2 get cancelled, and we are left with the remaining terms. Next we take common from here. We can take 5 common. So I take 5 common, x1 minus x2, and also here see this plus 10 and minus 10 gets cancelled, so I am only left with 5 common x1 minus x2 over x2 plus 2 into x1 plus 2. Also see here that since 0 less than equal to x1 less than equal to x2, we can say that f of x2 minus f of x1 is greater than 0, or f of x2 is greater than f of x1 when x2 is greater than x1. Therefore, this function fx is strictly monotonically increasing function. Strictly monotonically increasing function.